You'll see in a lot of our campaign documents a quote from Harriet Tubman that says, behind every great dream, there's a dreamer. And when we think about dream, we usually think of something exciting, but the road to accomplishing and manifesting your dreams is not always a straight one. Because I remember the day where I literally thought that every dream that I ever had was completely shattered. And that particular day was when I was sitting in a building in downtown Minneapolis in what felt like what I imagine a dungeon to feel like. Not because of the characteristics of the room, not because of the lighting or anything that was in the room, but simply because of the condition of my heart. I felt abandoned, I felt lonely, I felt broken, I felt shame, and I felt scared. But I sat there because that was the day that I realized that I was the member of a club called the 1 in 4 Club. It's because 1 in 4 women will experience an abusive relationship in her life. It's a club that no one should ever have to be a part of. And as I sat there in that space, feeling abandoned, lonely, scared, in the corner of the room, someone came from behind a door and beckoned me to follow her. So I followed her. What I didn't know at the time, but I know now, that was an angel. She was a domestic services advocate from Tubman, assigned to work downtown for the court cases to support survivors as they're going through the order for protection process. So I ended up in that room in a space of feeling completely by myself, not really knowing what the next step forward would be. And I followed that angel into that room, into the courtroom. She supported me as I stood there before the judge. She supported me not only that day as I was going to court, she supported me when I went back to the office and we did work through legal advocacy services. I worked through the mental health counseling services. She made sure that those shattered dreams that I was experiencing on that day in that room, that we had a chance to turn that around. And that was when I realized that the dreams that I had, they began to have life again because I was able to interact with that angel who was a staff member of Tubman.